Suddenly, over the loudspeaker, I heard...
Trifecta 3. Got it!
The Holy Trifecta.
It's time for the Tuesday Trifecta.
Back-to-back trifectas.
One topic, three questions. Now your host, Damon Bruce.
Welcome to the one and the only Tuesday Trifecta, which I can promise you may be duplicated but never replicated anywhere on the radio. Who would have ever thought about asking three questions in a row over and over and over again? This is truly trailblazing stuff that we got here. Are you ready? I hope you're feeling it. Our topic today is It's Personal, and we will jog through the questions once again with a man who normally we don't allow double dipping, but you know what? Angelo's really working his way into the program, and so we'll allow it on this particular occasion. Don't make a habit out of it, Ange, all right?
Hey, Dame, I appreciate it, man. I think you're just doing this because you know how excited I am about the Ravens, man.
You know what? And not a lot of hosts would tolerate that in San Francisco, but I'm just that down the middle. So here we go. The most vivid Super Bowl memory of your life.
I think that's going to happen coming up, Dame. I think I'm going to be in a room full of people, and I'm going to say something wildly inappropriate, but it's going to do nothing but endear me to them. So I think my Super Bowl moment is yet to come.
I wouldn't put it past you, Ange. I mean it. Ever sabotage your own success?
Oh, I'm at work, and I hope my coworkers really ain't paying attention. But, man, sometimes... No, I ain't gonna say that. No, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
So basically, your answer is yes, and it's so severe you can't even share it because someone might be listening.
Yeah, no, man. Sometimes I just let stuff go because I try to alert people to the fact, and they don't listen to me. So then I say, all right, I'm gonna let it go out, and then the client alert you to the fact. So
there you go.
Not on purpose, but you know.
That's the thing. You heed Angelo or you don't.
Pretty much. Except for my wife.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
She just don't.
Yeah.
Defeat that bordered on unhealthy for you, took you to a dangerous place mentally, and you had a long time coming back.
See, because you said this personal, this defeat, it's on a real personal level because I'm at that age where I have to go to the doctor to get a checkup. And Friday, that's what I did. And, he was a New England fan, and he gave me that two-finger swirl, Dame, and I don't think he was as gentle as he could have been, should have been.
Oh.
So...
He went Patriot plunger on you?
Oh, man, I felt defeated. I felt all used. I felt dirty, Dame.
Did he at least buy you like a cup of coffee?
About changing, Doc. No, man, he just smiled at me and said, good luck, for the game.
Hey, well, I'll tell you what. Here is to your prostate health, Angelo. There's a little warning out there, fellas. Once you turn that age, it's going to happen to you too. Yeah, thank you very much, Angelo. I don't think anyone keeps it more real than that caller right there. That's my man, Angelo. Let's go to Tom. Tom in Pacifica, who's next in line. How are you, Tom?
What's up, D. Bruce?
Going to be tough to follow the proctologist calling for the curveball, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But you're the man to do it, Tom, so it's personal. What is your most vivid Super Bowl memory?
Well, I'm a Bear fan. I was originally going to go with the Super Bowl Shuffle, but then I remembered the first Danica Patrick GoDaddy commercial, so I'm going to go with that one.
You should have gone with this. Again, I don't understand, like, Danica Patrick almost unzipped her shirt. I mean, like, you know what I've never done? You know what I've never done in my life, Tom? Logged on to GoDaddy.com to see more of that video. I have no idea where that video goes, and I guarantee it doesn't.
I haven't either, but you got to leave something to imagination.
Okay, fair enough. You want to be titillated. You don't want it all at once. Have you ever sabotaged your own success like the Raiders are accused of maybe doing today?
In an old job, I did throw an internal interview because I didn't want the promotion, but it looks bad if you don't at least try for it.
There you go. What was the promotion you didn't want? I have to ask.
I used to manage a store, and they had an area manager position available, but the hours were crazy. But I had to at least apply and look like I wanted it, but I threw the interview because ultimately I did not want that job.
How'd you throw the interview? What was key to you not getting that job? Did you call someone an MFer during the interview, or what'd you do?
No, you keep it professional, but you just don't have good answers to the questions that they ask. Sure.
There you go. Brilliant, Tom. It would take someone that brilliant to come off so stupid, correct?
Exactly.
Defeat that bordered on unhealthy for you.
Defeat? My first New Year's in Las Vegas at the MGM.
What, how were you defeated?
Well, you go out thinking you can drink a lot and party at, when the clock strikes 12, but I was completely inebriated and passed out before midnight, so it didn't work out that well.
Did you get through TSA the next morning?
I actually did, yes. Thank you.
Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Not everyone in San Francisco gets through TSA the next morning. We love you, Sergio. Glad you made it through. Tony in Oakland. Tony, welcome to the Tuesday Trifecta. It's personal. And what is personally to you the most vivid Super Bowl memory you have?
Well, it definitely goes back to 49ers and Bengals, the John Taylor game. And it wasn't exactly a sports moment. In between the timeouts, I had to go to the men's room and wash my hands. And while I was in there, I pleaded with any deity that would pay any attention to me, and I asked for anything in return to let this game come out in the favor of the 49ers.
And you haven't had to sacrifice any family members or firstborn children yet or anything like that?
Well, as far as I know, I don't exactly know how I've had to pay it back, but I've suffered. I'm sure I've suffered.
Have you ever sabotaged your own success?
When you're a kid, you don't always get to play quarterback. You don't always get to play receiver. One time I was relegated to snapping the ball on the offensive line. I was so devastated. I was so upset that I held. I was Conrad Dobler for like 45 minutes. I held, I choked, I bit, I kicked. I think I even urinated on a guy.
Way to class it up. Defeat that bordered on unhealthy for you.
Okay, nothing to do with sports. A couple of years ago, I was working politically for the Green Party in Oakland, and my candidate got blasted. I think she came in fourth, and I took it really hard because I think I worked 3 or 4 nights a week for the campaign, and after we had been thoroughly trounced, I couldn't get out of bed for like 2 days.
Really? Who was it?
Let's let anonymity so I don't embarrass anyone.
Oh, okay. All right.
It was a very, very, very good candidate who's now moved on to do some public relations and justice and social equality type of work, and we're all very proud of her.
All right, well, good. Well, way to go. I'm glad that they picked themselves up by the bootstraps and continued to be part of the solution, not part of the problem, like you clearly were when you sabotaged her election. No, I'm just kidding. You did everything you could. That's tough. When you put that's a thing. That's a defeat that really gets you. When you put that personal touch into, you invest your own hours, your own time, your own personal time, your precious personal time into something, and it doesn't happen. That really does hurt. Especially when you weren't the one who was standing to be rewarded either. Like you just wanted to be part of the solution and, ugh. Berlin in Vallejo. What's going on, Berlin?
What's happening, man?
What's happening? Most vivid Super Bowl memory.
Oh, man, I bet this is one for all the Bears fan from Southside Chicago. And I remember when I was a kid sitting on my old man's lap watching the Patriots-Bears Super Bowl. And Sweetness didn't even score a touchdown. Remember that one?
It's the biggest sin of Mike Ditka's entire life.
And he's probably listening and shaking his head. And my old man said, "Hey, son, I just want to let you know, team stand for it. Together, everyone achieve more. And today's Sweetness is the sweetest. You understand me?" And I was like, "Dad, I got you, man. I got you." So it's not about the individual. It's about the unit.
There you go. Ever sabotage your own success?
Graduated high school, spring '90,
And summer 90. That spring, went to Danville High School, right outside of Champaign, Urbana, and I was ranked number 3 in the state, 6A, for shot put, and our team was like 20 points away from going to the state championship for all track and field. I messed around that morning, went to senior skip day. Got pissy drunk, drunk, and didn't even place. And the team didn't go to state.
Oh, but let me ask you, how good was senior skip day that day?
Well, it was a family show, but let me say, it turned out all right for me other than that.
Final question for you here, Berlin. A defeat that bordered on unhealthy for you?
Oh, real unlikely. I damn near got Rusty Kaiser. The last Super Bowl the Bears was in, against Tony Dungy and Peyton Manning.
Yes.
Rex Grossman single-handedly damn near lost the game on his own. And remind you, I'm a together everybody achieve more kind of guy.
Yes.
But had this big pool at my house, big Super Bowl party, spent like $10,000 on the party. Bears out. Willie Gold, headband, Peyton jersey, refrigerator up there. I'm decked out.
Hester returns the opening kickoff, and you think this is going to be a hell of a day. And then Rex Grossman hit the field. Yeah, I remember that vividly as well. The joke I used to tell is it's better to have loved and lost than to never loved at all. Like, it's better to go to a Super Bowl and lose it than to not go. Not if Rex Grossman is your quarterback. You'd just rather not go. I'll tell you, we only have one more person on hold for this? Well, then let's get him in right here. I'm going to tell you, we're going to have to go to something else unless you want to get all up in the video. I'm sorry, I've been watching a lot of the Death Row documentary. I love when Suge comes out, just gets on Puffy. He's like, you want producer all up in the video? If you want to be all up in the Tuesday Trifecta, you got to give us a call right now, 415-808-1050. JK in the North Bay. What's going on, JK?
Hey, how you doing, bud?
Doing good. Most vivid Super Bowl memory?
Actually, this is going way back, but it was like the first one when my dad and I sat down and really got me into football, and that was Raiders-Vikings back in the day.
What was it? No, I was thinking I was thinking Raiders Redskins, the Marcus Allen run.
No, Raiders-Vikings. That was like the first one. And at halftime, all the buddies went out and played football in the park and then came back and watched the second half.
Ever sabotage your own success?
When I was a kid, played a lot of baseball all the way through college and everything. And when I was a kid, I had a neighbor who was a pitcher, pitched through college and everything, and wanted to take me under his wing and show me the right way to pitch as a kid. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to pitch. I want to play infield.
Defeat that bordered on unhealthy.
I am a drag racer, and last year we ran in Vegas and got to the finish line and thought I had won the whole deal and didn't realize I had left a 3,000th red light at the starting line to hand it over.
Oh, that's rough. Let me ask you, drag racing, how do you run so fast in heels?
You know, it's really not easy. You got to really work on the calves.
Thank you very much. Thanks for playing along, JK. That was good. Set you up. You nailed it.